how you wanna feel, baby.
You won't remember my name. This is the last time you will see me at the top. My doubts will destroy my dreams. The more I seem to learn, the more I seem to lose. I want to carry on, but not today. This is the point I give up. But not today. I want to carry on. The more I seem to lose, the more I seem to learn. My dreams will destroy my doubts. You will see me at the top. This is the last time you won't remember my name.
Hello, everybody, and welcome, welcome, welcome. Excited to be here. Micaiah York, co-founder, your Chief Growth Officer, and we have some exciting news today. We're going to have a lot of fun here. We got a lot of people dialing in from all over the world. So let us know. Let me open up this chat. Let me see where y'all are coming from. Where are you dialing in from? Daddy Cruz, Pedro, good to see you. Shayna, good to see you. Angela, Miss Copeland's in the house. Brittany's in the house. Jay, Hector. We have Virginia, Dallas, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, Brooklyn, Massachusetts, North Idaho. Listen, it's so great to see you. And we're gonna have some fun today. Okay, we got Israel in the house. Welcome, Maryland, Colorado Springs. I'm originally from Colorado, so listen, we're super excited for you to be here. Just to give you an idea of what today is going to look like, we're gonna first bring on our CEO and owner, and he is going to be showing you some brand new slides that have officially been announced and ready to share with you just the ins and outs of this compensation plan, which I'm extremely excited about. I've been able to be backstage and see the ins and outs of it, and so I'm excited for you to have the first look. Okay, so for those of you who are on, you're going to get the first look, and so I want to encourage you real quick, before I bring on our speakers, send out a last-minute text message. There's no better way to receive this information than receiving it live. And so go into your WhatsApps, your WeChats, your Telegrams, your iMessenger, your Facebook Messenger. Send out a quick last-minute text and say the training is live, compensation plan is live, and we'll have Mark, our CEO and owner, come on here in just a moment to lay those slides. And then we also have our co-founder and chief visionary officer who's going to go a little bit even more in depth and show you what the money looks like, show you what some of the possibilities are. And then we have a pretty cool video for you towards the end. And so are y'all ready? Put some 777s in the chat if you're ready to get into the weeds of this thing. We have some people who are excited. 77, show me the money. Y'all ready to see some money? Okay. All right, well, what I want to do is I'm going to get myself right out of the way and bring on our CEO and owner of DreamTrips, Mr. Mark Smith. Mark, you there, brother?
I am here, Micaiah. Can you hear me okay?
I sure can. Take.
Awesome, man. I don't know who's in the better room, Micaiah or me, because he's got that water view. He's chilling. He kind of took over the good part of the house here. I'm in the back room with the surfboards and the beach equipment, but super excited to be here this morning. It is a little early here we're in Hawaii. Micaiah and I just got out of an early session church. Church started at 7 a.m. today, so we could do this call in time. So I do have to say Micaiah has been up since 3 a.m. Hawaii time, hitting the books. You probably see this table here. It's just loaded with all kinds of printouts about you guys, your teams, where you're at, structure. We now have giant sticky pads all over our windows. I took a couple down so you could see the view here today that are just mapping out the entire world of DreamTrips, where people are in the organization. You know, we went from top enrollers down, and then we went into who has the biggest pay legs from the top, from greatest to least, and kind of mapping everybody out. So that's what we're doing. So we're getting ready for that absolute pre-launch where we really go, we activate, and we really start driving ranks, right? So that's what we're getting ready for. So today, we get to dive more into the compensation plan. Okay, now this compensation plan that we're going to show you here today is probably 95% done. There's only going to be a couple of elements that you don't see. It says to be determined, and those are kind of the rank bonuses, some weekly caps, and some ongoing rank maintenance bonuses. So we're actually have decided, and I just want to be really transparent with everybody. You know, normally you build a comp plan and then you kind of wait to add some of the bigger ranks later, and then you hold back a little bit on the comp plan to see kind of where you want to put some other stuff later on. We kind of know what we want, and so we made a decision 2 weeks ago to really advance our comp plan forward. So when we launch our absolute with all the numbers and everything, we are adding in what would have probably came a year from now or maybe 18 months from now. And so we're still modeling because we want to go heavy. We want to put as much in as we possibly can, and in a lot in the way of rewards. Okay, so when we share with you today this comp plan, it is very, very important to understand that this comp plan is not just about making money, it's about driving the right behavior, and that's how you make more money. So driving leadership behavior and duplication at the base, having specific targeted ranks to drive you through, and a rhythm. And Micaiah being the chief growth officer, that's one of his actual roles where he's going to be driving the rhythm and ranks and doing analytics to see where people, where do people spike to, where do they drop off, what can we do to take them to the next rank. So there's a lot of sophistication behind what today's talk is. We won't bring that into the talk. Just know that when we're telling you a rhythm, it's because we're studying and we know the rhythm we want to drive. So as we go through this comp plan here today, I want you to be thinking about our initial rhythm. Our initial rhythm is fast start, qualify, go 1K, go 10K. Fast start, 1K, 10K. 1K travel, 1K is a rank. Traveler, 10K is a rank. Fast start, 1K, 10K. I want you to keep that in your vision today as we go through this comp plan. Now, some of you are like, man, I'm going 50K month one. I'm going 100K 1 month. We get that. We can see that you've done the enrollments and you've built a big team to be able to do that. But I'm talking to the masses, okay? You want to be knowing, okay, goal the second I get started is to fast start, then it's to go 1K, and then it's just make the run to Traveler 10K. Everyone is going to want to be a Traveler 10K. You'll see some of the reasons why today, but it'll make even more sense as we go. We are going to drive everybody to Traveler 10K. We're going to have we're going to be a 10K factory. Micaiah is going to talk about some of the programs and things that we may be building into that rank. So let's go ahead and get started. If you guys are ready to rock this thing, get in the chat. Let us know that you are absolutely 100% ready to go for this. And we're going to go ahead and make these slides available later on today or tomorrow morning in our back office. We'll talk about that. We're going to be loading up our training video from last week, and we're going to be loading up this video as well into the actual back office. You'll be able to download the slides as well. So first thing is earnings disclaimer. This is really important. Today is an example. Okay, nothing is concrete. I'm going to be using all kinds of examples. If you built a team this size, this is about the average of income that you can make. Jefferson's going to be coming on and doing the same. That's always important. It's what you put into it is what you get out of it. So you don't just join, sign up, and make the money. There are requirements. And so that's always important. I always like to be really upfront about what it takes. It's a real business. It takes effort. Okay, I think it's probably the simplest, easiest, best opportunity out there, in my opinion. The direct selling space is awesome because it has a system, but it does require you to be coachable and follow that system. Okay, so let's get into our table of contents. These are the things we're going to cover today. I'm going to go step by step on how, as a brand new brand ambassador, what you would be doing, and starting with how do I become active? Okay, this is the most important thing, is to become active. And then binary qualify, though, number one and number two. So number one, becoming active. Okay, in order to become active, what we consider active in the company, you need to have 50 personal volume, okay? 50 personal volume. For example, if you had the business class membership, that comes with 50 volume, so you'd be active, okay? Or 100 PQV, which is personal qualifying volume, which is a combination of your own purchases and the purchases of your customers. So you literally could have customers that add up to allow you to be active. Okay, obviously the easiest way is if you're a member, you're automatically active. If you don't have your membership up and running yet, it's 100 PQV. Okay, so become active. So as you activate your business, when we go into pre-launch, you're going to want to go and get every single one of your people active. That's step one. Step number two is to become binary qualified. Now, this is really important because a lot of people sometimes when they get going, they're so excited, they become active and they go out there, they start enrolling their people and they don't set up the base qualification. Binary qualified means you're qualified when you hit the specific rank to hit your binary pay. So it's very important to become binary qualified. How do you become binary qualified? 2 on your left, 2 on your right. Okay, and that's 2 active people on your left and right, not just 2 people on your left and right that don't activate. So it's having 2 active left, 2 active right. We know active is 50. It's 50 PV or 100 PQV. Okay, so very, very simple process to go through. Okay, so there's the first 2 things: become active and become binary qualified. So everything we talk about is in 4, right? 2 on the left, 2 on the right is 4. Get 4, pay no more. All of our programs, right? So we're duplicating an effort of 4. So what I want to do now is I'm going to go enrollment packs, okay? The easy stuff is how do I become active? How do I become binary qualified to get my binary check? Now I want to go into enrollment packs. What is the commissionable volume in our enrollment packs, okay? So we have a business pack and we have a founders pack. This is when someone is joining to become a rep, what we call a brand ambassador. Okay, you got a one-time cost, $299. For the biz pack, you got a $599 cost on the founders pack, okay? And those come with monthly. So when you enroll with one of these packages, it includes your first month, it includes your rep fee, and includes everything, okay? And that's why we do it in this nice, simple way, $299 or $599. And then the next month, you'll pay the monthly fee, which is $67 or $145, depending if you have business or founders, okay? Now, when you enroll someone with one of our enrollment packs, you're going to get a one-time CV, commissionable volume, that's put into your business center. So there's 200 CV, commissionable volume, on the $299, okay? So CV is it's a one-time that comes out with that package, which means we take money out of that and we pay what's called a first order bonus, and then we take the remaining money and put it into the binary pay. So that's why you want to be binary qualified. That's why you want to hit the rank to receive binary pay, because when these enrollment packs are being sold in your organization, they flow up a significant amount of commissional volume through the team where people can earn overrides, okay? Now, on a monthly basis, I'm going to stick to business class here, it also comes with 50 CV monthly. So later on, when Jefferson's telling you how many members on each side equals a certain amount of money, well, the reason he's able to figure that out with absolute dead accuracy is because there's 50 commissionable volume on every business class membership every single month on every single person in your organization. So we tell you, grow your community large as you can. It's because everyone in the community at that point that's a member is going to be generating that 50 CV up through that binary organization, okay? And we'll talk about first order bonus in a little bit. Let's go over to Founders Pack. So in the Founders Pack, $599 all in. Takes care of your first month, your rep fee, everything, your enrollment fee. And then the next month, it'll be $145 a month thereafter, okay? Don't forget, the Founders level comes with a Founders trip every year for the life of your membership, okay? Now, on the Founders Pack, it gives 400 in CV, okay? So it's double the CV. So that means that you can make the same amount of money with half the amount of people in your organization if you're driving Founders Packs, okay? Very, very, very important to understand that, okay? So 400 CV one time. So when the pack is sold, 400 commissionable volume is put into the commission plan, and we pay out. The seller gets what we call first order bonus. I'll show you that in detail in a minute. And then the remainder of that 400 CV goes into the binary tree, right, for binary commissions that you can earn as overrides as your community grows, okay? Now, in addition to that, every month is 108 CV on every Founders member from every single person in the community in your organization, okay? So it really starts to add up. Now, these are enrollment packs. This means you recruit someone into the network that wants to earn income here at DreamTrips, okay? Enrollment packs. Now, that's mainly what we're focused on today, right? We're not even launched yet. So we're just building our organization with brand ambassadors, right? That's the main thing we're focused on right now. But obviously, as we cross over into launch, the name of the game is getting customers, which we call members. Okay, so let me go to the next slide and we'll talk about in number 4 what that looks like. These are the member levels, business class and founders class. So some people get confusing on the pricing. The packs I just showed you, that's when you recruit someone, they're going to come in as a rep, they're going to buy a business or a founders pack, they got their one price, they're in. If you're signing up a customer only, they have a $199 enrollment fee plus $67. Okay, that's their first month fee for business class, and then $67 a month. If you're enrolling just a member, just a customer at Founders, it's a $399 enrollment fee plus the $145 and then $145 a month. Okay, so it's important to note the difference between enrollment packs and membership levels, right? Enrollment packs are when you're recruiting someone that wants to be a rep like us, right? We call them brand ambassadors. We're building the community, we're earning commissions. Where a member is just enjoying the benefits of the actual travel membership. Okay, so that's the difference. Sometimes people kind of get messed up with that. Okay, now what we want to talk about in number 5 is the first order bonus. This is significant right now because we're in free enrollment. We're giving you an opportunity over the next couple weeks to build as large of a travel community as you possibly can while it's free. Then when we go to pre-launch, everyone will activate. They'll have 2 weeks, 14 days to activate. What does that mean? They're going to buy a package. They're going to buy either a business class or a founder level enrollment package, okay? And that'll get them active, okay? We talked about step 1 is becoming active. And you want to activate as much of your community as humanly possible, right? Because you want to start off day 1 with an advantage. Well, the first way that you make money here at DreamTrips is what we call a first order bonus. It's very lucrative. We've put a lot of compensation. We believe very, very strongly in giving people the opportunity to make money without having to be a superstar in this industry or some 20-year pro, or you have to be the top of the top, the Grand Poobah rank, and that's where you make the money. It's very, very important in building a sustainable business that you can earn great income from just simply signing up customers. And so our first order bonus is 20% payout. So when we tell you at the business class we give 200 in commissionable volume, well, that puts $40 to the seller. So every business class membership or every business class enrollment pack that you sell, you the enroller, you make $40. You sign up 10 customers at business class or 10 reps at business class, 10 times 40, you're at 400 in commission. Okay, at the founders level, that 400 in commissionable volume, we pay 20%. 20% is $80. Okay, so just think about that. You're getting $80 on every founder membership that you market. You sign up 10, that's $800. Now, I want to spend a moment here because right now we're in free enrollment. So those of you that have, you literally have 10 personal enrollments, 20 personal enrollments. Some of you have 30, 40, 50. There's people on here that have 100 personal enrollments plus. Okay, now that's a big number. Don't compare yourself to that, but strive to hit those numbers. Know someone else has already done that. So let's say you're sitting here and you have 10 personal enrollments right now. That doesn't mean that 10 people are going to buy a package when we go to the activation phase, right? Maybe it's 3 out of 10. Maybe it's 2 out of 10. Maybe it's 5 out of 10. Everybody's going to have a different ratio. It depends. Was that your warm market? Are these people that really are in, or there are people that just said, hey, I'll throw my name in? There's going to be people in the tree that just threw their name in because it was free. They weren't serious, and if you haven't gotten them serious since then or had them watch everything or get on the live overviews, they may not activate. So that is why you're hearing that push of grow your personal community as big as you possibly can, because we believe about 30% of the people will activate. Now, we're trying to lowball that number. You might have a better ratio, but just say about 3 out of 10, okay? And so, like, if you have 30 personal enrollments right now, free enrollments, you could get 10 people to activate is what we're saying. So if you had 10 people get the founders level, if you have 30 people right now that you've enrolled and 10 of them get the founders level, you have an $800 first order bonus right now, right? And that's not counting about anything else that's going to happen. So the first way we're going to drive big checks first month is this is going to be one of the biggest payout months ever, probably on first order bonuses, because everybody has had weeks and weeks and weeks to build up and fill their tank with people that are going to activate. And every one of those activations pays the enroller 20%, so 40 to 80 bucks a pop, and puts the remainder of the CV that we talked about into the binary tree. So you want to be active binary qualified and at the rank to receive binary pay, because it's going to be literally a thunderstorm of sales that go in that first day, second day, third day. That first 14 days is going to be unbelievable, right? First order bonuses are going to be flying out at an all-time high. Tons of those CV volumes left over after the first order bonuses are paid out are going to be shooting up through the binary organization. You just imagine we're going to see a significant amount of rank advancement and checks being earned month one. It's going to be pretty significant. Okay. All right. Let's go to the next thing. Now, now we get more into the business dynamics. Okay. Remember at the beginning, I talked about fast start qualify, 1K, 10K. That's the rank you want to be at. Fast start qualify, hit 1K, hit 10K. That's your roadmap. Okay. I can tell you this, you can go all the way to the very top commission level of our compensation plan if you focus on fast start, 1K, 10K with your people. Okay. Fast start qualify starts from the day that you enroll. You have 30 days to accomplish this. Now, no one's fast start tank has started yet. Your clock doesn't start until we go into the activation phase, which is in a couple of weeks. Okay. So you fast start qualify. You have 30 days from the date of enrollment to fast start qualify. If you personally enroll 4 enrollment packs at your level or higher, you'll earn a combination of commission and bonuses to earn your startup cost pack. Let me give you an example. Let's say you start with the business pack. Okay, it's $299. Okay, you enroll with the business pack. So you get 4 people to enroll at a business pack. That's 4 times 40 first order bonuses. You made 160. We're going to put another 140 fast start bonus because you did it in your first 30 days. And now you've earned a total of $300. What did you pay to get started? About $300, $299. So it's basically enroll for and earn your startup back. Okay, the number one question in this industry for my past 22 years that's always a mystery. Yeah, Jojo, lights out, because Jojo's been around a long time in this industry. Most plans, you can't figure out how to get your money back. Oh, if you do this, and this, and you flip it over and you flip it this way and you do this, and if this and all these things came real scenario-wise, you would make your money back. It's just so complicated. We put a lot of time into just sometimes simplicity takes a lot of thought, right? Right, the human mind is we make things more complicated. So enroll 4 people at the pack you joined with or higher, and you're going to earn your money back. So let's say you started as a founder's level, right? So founder's level is $599, right? So if you get 4 people to enroll as a founder that you personally enroll, your first order bonuses 4 times 80, you're at $320. We're going to put a $280 fast start bonus on top of that, and now you get $600. So you've earned your money back, okay? Now, let me tell you something. The company's paying a lot of money into this program, a significant amount of money into this program. There's probably some comp plan experts on here right now that are looking at this slide going, how is the company affording this? Here's the reality. I've been around in this industry for well over 2 decades, okay? I'm aging myself here, dating myself. But here's what I do know about this. This is the biggest single investment that you can make as a company, is moving the needle of people that fast start qualify. This industry is over 100 years old, and it has been proven through analytics, okay, that those who fast start qualify, it doesn't matter what the program is, but if you get people to do a certain amount of activity in their first 30 days, it is proven, you ready for this, that they will recruit 7 times the amount of reps in their career and sell 10 times the amount of memberships or product in their career over someone that doesn't fast start qualify. Let me state that again. That's a real number. I've heard this from my very first company. Okay. If you get someone to fast start qualify, what it is it's just getting someone to move in their first month. It's someone to activate in their first month. It's someone to get commissions in their first month. It's someone to earn their money back in their first month. If you can get that done, they will recruit 7 times the amount of people and sell 10 times the amount of memberships than of someone that doesn't fast start qualify. Doesn't mean if you don't fast start qualify, you fail. It just means you're not getting the fast start. So we're willing to put more money on top of it to get your money back, because I figure this way, if I can show you in your first month how to make some money or get your money back and make some money, probably likelihood you're around the second month, right? Now, the next thing that's awesome about this is get 4, pay no more. Okay, and get 4, pay no more automatically happens if you fast start qualify, because get 4, pay no more just simply means, as a member, Okay. Now, this is very important. Write this down in your notes so you can refer to it when I told you I said it on the training. You must have an active paid for membership. Okay. So you can't be in the free period now and get 4 people to activate month 1 and not have to pay for your membership. Everyone always has to have 1 month paid membership, and your next month is free. So for example, if I'm a business class member, okay, and I sign up 4 business class members, my next month is free, and every month thereafter, as long as I maintain 4 customers. And it doesn't even have to be the same. One of them drops off, I replace with another. Okay, just think of how that is. If I sign up as a founder, and I don't know why anyone wouldn't sign up as a founder. First of all, $600, $145 a month, and every year for the rest of my membership life, I'm going on a founder's trip. I already know what the founder's trips are going to be. They're going to be epic, and those are going to be like signature trips that Tammy and I are like putting on the books. We're going to be on all of those babies. We're going to travel all around the world on these founder trips, right? So as a founder pack, if I sign up as a founder member and I just enroll 4 personally enrolled founder members, my next month's founders membership is totally free. And here's what's crazy. You still earn your Dream Trip points that you would get every month as a paid member. So not only are you not paying us anymore, we're almost paying you at that point because you're getting your membership for free, and we're still giving you your monthly allotment of Dream Trip points, which help you discount the price of a Dream Trip. It's pretty cool, right? So Makai, if you could just go to the back one slide, and I just want to show this. Okay, this is the drum beat. This is the tempo that we should be looking at as a company. Fast start, fast start, fast start, fast start. We should be pounding and beating the drum of fast start. Why? They earn their money back. They get a fast start. And if you enroll 4 with your pack of hire, guess what? You automatically get 4 pay no more. So not only are you earning your money back, the very next month, you're 4 no more qualified. So if you go to the get 4 no more slide, you'll see it's the same requirement. Fast start just means you did it in your first 30 days. You can always become get 4 pay no more qualified. A year from now, you can sign up 4 customers and have your membership for free. But in the fast start period, if you're already trying to fast start qualify, you're getting 4 personal enrollments. So the likelihood is you're getting your get 4 pay no more. So that's why that drum beat is fast start qualify, become get 4 pay no more kind of automatically. Then your next goal is going to be go Traveler 1K, then 10K. Okay. Now let's go into binary. So this is the beginning. How do I make money when I sell a membership? I get a first order bonus, $40 to $80. Very, very strong commission set there. Okay. In addition to that, I can get a fast start bonus or my money back. In addition to that, I can get my monthly membership for free. I'm set up now for almost a cost-free break-even business, right? Got my money back. I'm in profit mode. I got my membership for free. And I'm positioned to be in a positive mode very quickly, in a positive cash flow. Okay, so binary pay, you can see here that there's a couple of ranks. Everyone starts out as a brand ambassador. That's what we call ourselves. And then you're going to go senior brand ambassador when you put 1 on your left and 1 on your right. You need to start your team. Okay, so that rank, the benefit of that rank is you're getting a rank advancement, identifying that you've started your team. 1 on the left, 1 on the right. Okay. The next rank, Traveler 1K. Why I went from fast start to Traveler 1K as in our rhythm is a Traveler 1K means you have 2 left and 2 right, and now you meet all of the requirements in the compensation plan for structure. If you notice all the way to the top rank called Atlas, it's 2 left and 2 right. So right at the base of our plan, you're able to establish at Traveler 1K. I can, I now have my structure. You'll notice at Traveler 1K, you now have access to unlock binary pay. Okay, so once you're a Traveler 1K, you're now opening up the compensation plan fully from the binary standpoint. So you're going to get 10% on your binary, okay? And so now I'm not going to go into all the details of all the breakdown of all the volumes of how to do this. We'll do that a little bit later on. I just want to go through a few ranks just to show as an example here, okay? Let me just do this. And so in this example, you can see I use a Traveler 5K. So a Traveler 5K is someone that has 5,000 in group qualifying volume. That's from your enrollment legs. All ranks are made from your enrollment legs. In other words, like if you have spillover, like you see some people being dripped on underneath into your community because you're a sponsor or your upline, is spilling over people into your team, those will count to balance your legs, but ranks are on enrollment leg volume only, right? So Traveler 5K means that I have between my 2 on my left and 2 on my right, I have 5,000 in volume, okay? 4 weeks put together equaling 5,000 in volume. And now I'm a Traveler 5K. Well, what happens there is I now got what? I got a promotion, but I also gained more money in the binary tree. Now I'm at 15%. In the binary pay. Let me show you what that looks like. Okay, it's just a kind of a quick example of volume. So on the what we call the big leg on the left, you'll see that team did 7,200 in group qualifying volume. Okay, on the right leg, which we call your pay leg is always the smaller volume. The big leg is the bigger volume, and it could be on whatever side. Whatever one is bigger, the other one is your pay leg. Okay, so on the right side on your pay leg, you're a Traveler 5K, which means you get 15% binary pay. Okay, and so the way that looks, and these ranks are volume. That's not how much you make, that's volume. Okay, and so on the right hand side, you see that the pay leg did 5,000 in group qualifying volume. So I'm a Traveler 5K. If I follow it across right here, I'm at 15%. And so 15% times 5,000 is $750. So that would mean that I got $750 in binary pay from my team. Okay, my big leg did 7,200. My pay leg did 5,000. I earned 15% binary commission because I'm a Traveler 5K, and now I'm at $750. Right, so that's just my binary. That's not counting. I might have signed up 4 people. For founders that month, which is $80 times 4, I got another $320 in first order bonus, and I got the binary pay. Right now, I'm over $1,000, and I'm only at a junior rank in the compensation plan. Okay, so very. I see a lot of questions coming in. Is that cash? Right? Is the number cash? No. The name of the rank is Traveler 1K, Traveler 10K, Traveler 50K, and it signifies the amount of volume that you need to hit to be that rank, okay? The amount of money you make is going to be determined on how much is in your pay leg. And Jefferson is going to give you a great example of how to break this down simply on how many members on each side. So you want to stay all the way to the end today because there's 2 sections. This is the technical section, and then Jefferson's going to come up and show you the real easy peasy way of doing it. X amount of members on the left, X amount on the right are going to make you this rank, and you make X. Okay, so just stand by for that. Okay, now let's keep going. Let's now go to Traveler 10K. Okay, it's very, very important. Faster qualify, 1K, 10K. That's the rhythm. We want you to write down in your goals. Your goal, as soon as we go to activation phase, is activate, right? You're going to activate. You're going to become binary qualified in that process, right? Activate, binary qualified, and laser focus on 1K, 10K. Why? Because Traveler 10K is the most significant rank in our comp plan. Doesn't mean you make the most money. Obviously, there's a lot more ranks above this, but this is the fundamental building block that we're going to track. We're going to identify the people that are hitting these ranks, and also because we've put a significant amount of our rewards at the Traveler 10K rank, and it's for a reason. We want a junior leader to be able to have an attainable goal that they can maintain and make real money doing it and get real rewards to build consistency so that you can help people hit Traveler 10K and keep it. Okay, now watch. When you hit Traveler 10K, there's going to be a monthly rank bonus, okay? A monthly rank bonus. In other words, when you maintain this rank, there'll be a bonus, and we'll pay it out weekly. All of our money is paid out weekly, which is really cool. But a monthly rank bonus. So when you maintain this rank of Traveler 10K, every week you're going to get the Traveler 10K, which would at that point will be called a weekly bonus. Okay. In addition, at Traveler 10K, you're going to get travel dollars. We've talked a lot about travel dollars. They're worth dollar for dollar. You can use them to buy an entire dream trip. In phase 2 of our program, you're going to be able to use them on everything we sell: airfare, cruises, condos, hotels, maybe even our swag and our swag store. Lots of different options are going to be with travel dollars. So they're as good as cash in buying travel from us And basically, it's kind of like a lifestyle account or a travel savings account, right? You're driving your cash account and you're driving your travel account. And here's what I like. Try not to use too much of your cash account to travel. You might at first to offset it, but eventually that travel account's going to grow to where you're keeping the money you're making, and now your lifestyle is fed by your travel dollars savings account. Really, really cool, okay? Now, another significant thing at Traveler 10K is the check match bonus gets activated. Now, I've been in the industry a while. Some companies start check match at level 1, but that person doesn't have a check match. They don't have a team yet. They might start it down the comp plan a little bit or in the beginning of the comp plan, but it's meaningless to someone that doesn't have a team. A check match is really for a leader, okay? A check match says you've got an organization that you're driving in depth and you're supporting a business a little bit differently. And so we've done something very strategic here. That's why this rank, I'm spending time on this, Traveler 10K. It's where we're putting the biggest ratio of a monthly rank bonus based on volume, the biggest ratio of travel dollars based on volume, and we're now activating what's called the check match. You'll also get a one-time rank bonus, which is not on this slide, okay? Because this is what you get every month, but you're also going to get a one-time rank bonus when you hit this rank, okay? So Traveler 10K, guys, I'm just going to put it in the chat right now. This needs to be the minimum rank, in my opinion, that everybody should have on their list. So some of you may hit it day one because you've built a big, community in the free enrollment. Some of you, it'll be after your first month, okay? And others, right? Maybe you haven't done this before, and you're just now it's clicking, and it takes you 2 months. It takes you 3 months. It doesn't matter how long it takes you. It just matters to get there, because this is really, in my opinion, where the real fun starts. Okay. All right. Number 10 is the check match. Okay. So why do I want to become a Traveler 10K? It's because I'm going to now get a check match. Okay. Now, every brand ambassador gets 20% check match off their personal enrollments. Okay. What does that mean? That means if you sign me up as a personal enrollment and my binary check, okay, from the team, let's say I'm making $1,000 a month and you enrolled me, that means you're getting 20% bonus. So $200 every single month that I make $1,000. That's on everyone you personally enroll. That's why we're shooting to drive as many people to have as many enrollments as possible. So it's not only the first order bonuses, those are one time. Check match is forever in perpetuity. That means you are coded and locked into the people that you bring in. Why we did this is because what happens sometimes in network marketing is you might bring in a bunch of people and maybe one of them becomes a superstar, but you haven't really built out a big team yet. You haven't really hit the big ranks yet. You're not really balanced, and you don't make as much money because you don't have that big team yet. You brought someone in that built a big team, right? But you don't have the full structure yet. What this does is this pays the person who's making the sale a nice first order bonus, and then it pays the person who's enrolling into the company to help build a community. And any of those people that take off and they start to produce a binary check, you're getting 20%. So if you signed up 10 people and those 10 people are making $1,000 a month, okay, that's $10,000. You'd get 20% of that every month, which is $2,000. So my advice to you is enroll right now during the free period. Enroll as many people as you possibly can. Some will, some won't. Okay, some will engage right away. Some will take a little bit. Some are tire kickers, and some never will. Okay, so you want to put all the numbers in your favor and bring as many people in now as you can. Now, you'll notice at Traveler 10K, okay, so the first, check match is to you just as a brand ambassador. Everybody gets that, okay? But the leadership check match starts when you hit Traveler 10K, and it's going to go down the tree, okay? We're going to show you what this looks like a little bit later in a graphical example, okay? And so I don't have the numbers there because those numbers are ones we're working on. Remember I told you we want to push some serious, benchmarks at Traveler 10K, okay? So we're modeling some of those out. So there'll be a percentage. It'll be like 5%, 3%, 2%, 1%. We'll go all the way down the tree so that when you're a Traveler 10K and your organization is 50, 100, 200, 500, 2,000 people, you're able to have the computer system go way down deep into the tree and pay you what's called check match bonuses because you started that team, okay? So it's a really, really good way of doing it. Let's go to the next one, and I'll show you guys kind of an example graphical. Now this can be confusing. So if you've never heard of a check match, this will confuse you. Okay. If you've been in the industry, you still might be confused on check matches. Okay. So let me do the best I can to explain it. Our generational check match has compression. So what that simply means is the computer starts at you. Okay. And we pay generations. And our generational check match, a generation is considered someone that's a 1K. Okay. And it's always in your enrollment tree. So watch this. Start at the top circle, the biggest circle there, that's you. What's going to happen is the computer system is going to go down all the way through the tree until it hits someone in your enrollment tree that's a traveler 1K. So you can see where we indicate that by first generation. What happens is everybody from that first generation to you is generation 1 in your check match, which means you're going to make a percentage of all of their binary checks. Okay. Then the computer system is going to go down, and if you see on the right side, till it finds the next traveler 1K in your enrollment tree. Once it does that, everyone from generation 1 to generation 2, that group is your second generation check match. Then it's going to go down to the computer. It might have to go down 20, 30 people to find another traveler 1K, and that will be your third generation, and then your fourth generation. All this means, if you've never dealt with a check match, is this allows leaders. Okay, this is a leadership bonus. It allows leaders to build deep in their organization and get direct benefit deep in the organization by developing leaders. Big part of, Micaiah's role here is development and growth, right? So developing leaders, you should be paid more money if you're developing leaders, right? If you're just bringing in leaders, you should make money. If you're just bringing in people, you should get paid. Okay, if you're bringing in people and you're training them, you should get paid. If you're bringing in people and you're training them and you're developing them, you're putting personal time, in depth in your organization, you should be paid differently, which is what generational check matches do. It's for later on. You'll thank me later on. If you're new, you probably don't even care about this right now. If you're a leader that has ever earned from a check match, pop it in the chat. Give us some of your take on this. If you've ever been in a company that has a check match, it's quite expensive to implement into a company, but I can tell you it's the staying power later when we're big, when we have hundreds and thousands of leaders driving the company at the base of the company where new people are coming in 5 years from now. Okay, so it is a big deal. Okay, number 12 is weekly rank bonus and one-time rank bonuses. Okay, these are the numbers that we'll release a little bit later, but we want to let you know so you know. Okay, so there will be a weekly rank maintenance bonus at Traveler 1K. That's where it'll start. Okay, and then there'll be a one-time bonus at Traveler 1K. And then all the way down the plan, there'll be weekly bonuses and one-time bonuses. Now, some of them are not cash. Okay, some of them on the one-time bonuses, some of them are rewards, and we're going to release some of them today. You're going to be blown away. Stay all the way to the end because Jefferson has a video that's absolutely probably one of the biggest dream building videos on the planet because it's something that you can get for you and your family. Okay, so you'll have weekly bonuses. We pay weekly. So each rank will have a higher weekly bonus. Each rank will have either a one-time cash bonus or a one-time incentive, which is obviously centered around travel. So if you think about this, okay, not only are you going to be paid first order bonuses, not only are you going to be paid binary bonus for building a team, not only are you going to be able to get into check match to be able to earn money in depth, but you're going to, this is important, drive your team weekly to earn bonuses. For the leaders that are on here that have done this before, every single Thursday night we'll close the business, which means you get to drive your team every single week to rank advance so they can get a higher one-time bonus and to keep their rank so that they can continue to get an extra weekly bonus at that rank. You see, a lot of companies just have a promotion, right? And then when it's gone, you kind of lose momentum and then you need another promotion. And then you get into this cycle of just always needing a promotion. We wanted to build a comp plan that was a promotion. So basically you maintain your rank, you're getting a weekly bonus. You advance a rank, you're getting a one-time cash or a perk and an additional higher weekly bonus. Okay. So this is a plan that has been put together by people who understand how to build a small team to a medium team, to a big team, to a giant team. and all the things that work and don't work in between. We've addressed as many of those things as we possibly can. Okay. Now, weekly travel bonus. Okay. Weekly travel dollars. This is super important to me. Okay. Weekly travel dollar bonus is the heartbeat of this company. Travel is the heartbeat of this company. Getting new people to get on a dream trip is the heartbeat of the company. The number one driver of cash flow and income and commissions, okay, is retention. It's the number one driver. How do you get retention? Get them on a trip. How do you get them on a trip? Give them money to go on a trip, right? I mean, we're a travel club. All these other companies out there are adding travel, and they're wondering, how come we don't have people traveling? You're not a travel club. DreamTrips is a travel club. It's a travel community. It's a complete culture of people that are traveling for whatever reason, foodies, different cultures, experiences, sports, world events, right? And so what we're doing is we're putting a significant amount of compensation in lieu of weekly travel dollar bonuses. So this is on top of everything else. So at Traveler 1K, you're going to start receiving weekly travel dollars. And then just going to go up from there, 5K, 10K, 25K. As you hit those ranks, we're going to add more monthly travel dollars. So think about this. To maintain your rank, leaders, to maintain your rank, you're driving your team every Thursday to maintain their rank to get what? Weekly rank bonuses and now weekly travel dollar bonuses. So you have two major reasons to be able to go and promote your organization. That's where you earn your check match. Get down deep. Go to the basement, burn the building from the bottom up. That's what it's called in our industry as leaders, right? And so now we're giving you a sustainable way and an awesome, push to be able to get people to continue to get travel dollars, okay? Next one, we're almost done. I'm going to flip Jefferson here in a moment. Number 14. This is the big one. You guys ready for this? We're going to come up with the sickest rank rewards plan anyone's ever seen. As you can see, Traveler 5K is going to be a cash bonus. Traveler 10K is going to be a cash bonus. These are one-time bonuses. Traveler 25K is a cash bonus, one-time bonus. Okay. The junior ranks, I wanted to put as many cash bonuses in there because in the beginning, it's about making money. As you start making a good monthly check, it's about perks. You're already making some good money. Perks. We want to be rewarded. So at Voyager 50K, we're going to give you a boost, a big one-time lump sum. Significant lump sum of travel dollars to add on to what you've already earned. You might already have like 1,000, 1,500, 1,800, 3,000, 4,000 travel dollars in your account. We're going to boost it and make it big. Okay, so now that's going to set you up where we got a real savings account. Voyager 100K is a cash bonus. Global 250 is a cash bonus. Okay, Global 500 is a cash bonus, and in between 250 and 500, we're deciding on something right now. Either a cash bonus or a ridiculous dream trip of a lifetime that is like more expensive than you probably would care to even guess. It's not a $2,000 trip or a $5,000 or a $10,000 or a $20,000 or a $30,000 or a $40,000. It's beyond that. Okay, where it's a custom built trip. So those are some of the things we're messing with. Global 1 million is a $100,000 jet card. So we have memberships. Okay, multiple jet memberships. So not just one. Okay, they're all over the world. You'll be able to call our concierge line. They will obviously know that you are a global 1 million ranked, and then you will be able to literally use up to $100,000 of cash money, USD, on jets. Okay, so you might get a 14-person jet. You might go transatlantic. You might only want a 4-person jet, save some money. You're just going to Vegas for the weekend. You may say, the heck with that. I'm going to the convention in Europe, the DreamTrips convention. I'm bringing 14 people from my team. I'm putting the whole thing down. I'm running my own team promotion. And whoever wins this promotion and hits a certain rank goes on the jet with me over to Europe. Okay, you can do anything. You can be selfish and say, I'm only going to use it for my family. No one will know. Okay, so Global 2.5, this is where we really get crazy, guys. At this point, you're making a lot of money. Okay, you're a 6-figure, multiple 6-figure, 7-figure plus earner at this point in our plan. So like cash bonuses are great, but we want to do something. You've already probably got plenty of money at this point. We want to do something even bigger. Okay, and so 4 seasons by private jet is probably one of the most sickest things I've ever heard of. Jefferson is like totally sold us on doing this.
I got the 1-minute video. I got the 1-minute video on that.
Yep, we're gonna play this video and say, let me tell you, I've watched 4 seasons. There's one that's around the world on a ship. you own a condo. These are the things that'll drive someone to go to the absolute next level. Okay. And so what we're going to do is we're going to play a video just to give you a sneak peek of what that perk is. And at the very end today, we have a full overview of what that program is. Go ahead, Jefferson, pop that video in.
Nobody's doing what we're doing.
This is one that we're creating from beginning to end.
Can't really describe it until you actually experience it.
This plane will be very chic. Le palais royal dans le ciel.
We've designed every detail to bring the glamour back into the flight experience.
It's a new concept. It's the first time in the story of aviation.
We're looking to get up to the stratosphere.
We just keep pushing.
What we're looking for is perfection.
Awesome stuff, guys. And let me tell you, we're going to go through a little bit more of this at the very end of the day after Q&A. We're going to play a video that's going to give you the details. But basically, you're going to be able to literally fly around the world in a massive Boeing, huge jet. Every seat is first class. Okay, it's private. It's owned by Four Seasons. You fly around the world, only going to Four Seasons resorts, like a 10-day, 14-day. Private chef, 5-star Michelin chef is on board the plane. You land at the next one. You go to a Four Seasons somewhere in Bali. You get back on the plane. You hop on that plane. Now you're over in Thailand. Now you're over in Tokyo. Now you're over in Dominican Republic, wherever it goes, wherever there's a Four Seasons. And there's different itineraries that we're going to offer. It's just off the charts. I've never done anything like that in my life. Cannot wait to see who's going to be the first one to go grab that up and go crazy with it. So, all right, let's go to my last. Just go ahead and put the slide up real quick. Our very last perk, which is absolutely huge, right? And look, these are big ranks. This is when you've built a massive community. This is when you really go for it. Atlas 5 million is 5 million volume, and it's your very own DreamTrips villa. You've heard that, right? Some people are asking me, like, is that a timeshare? Do I get a week at the villa? No, we give you the villa. Okay, we're buying villas. Okay, they'll be at different locations, and you literally will be gifted with the title, the actual keys. It is your villa. We no longer own it. It has nothing to do with DreamTrips at that point. It is solely owned by your family, because one of the things I've noticed in this industry is, and I've done really well, I've made money in this industry, but I've never got anything from a company, like got something where like for the rest of my life, it was like, yeah, I got that from my company. Just imagine like a house. That's pretty cool. And so we're travel. We figured what other way to do it. Let the legacy builders, the folks that want to go out there and rock this and make it executive level income full time all the way to the top. We want to give them the biggest carrot ever. And so we may be using this DreamTrips Villa Resort at some point down the line for DreamTrips and different incentive trips with leaders. And then when the first person that hits Atlas 5 million, when they hit all the rank requirements required for that rank, we'll be handing them the keys over to one of those villas. So just absolutely crazy, right? I got one more slide, and I'm going to get to the fun part, which is really Jefferson showing you how do you make the money. Okay, this is the technical part. Thanks, guys. They give me the boring part. But this chart will be in the deck so you can figure out every single detail. Left-hand side is your ranks. PQV is what's my personal qualifying volume required to hit each rank, okay? GQV is group qualifying volume. That's the amount of volume in my enrollment legs to hit each rank. And then leg 1, 2, 3, what that simply means is you can count up to 45% of the volume from any one leg, okay, to hit rank. And you must have at least 10% of any one of the ranks you hit has to be in what's called your shared leg. And we'll talk about that more as we go through structure. And then you can see we have a weekly bonus column, a one-time rank bonus column, weekly travel dollar column, and then structural requirements. So this is just a map for you. Okay, some of you like cross-eyed looking at this slide. Don't let this get you distracted. This is like a one-stop shop of where you can kind of look at it at this in grid form. So with that, if you could just take my deck down, what I want to do right now is I want to just set up, what's about to happen here. We're going to really go into the how do I make money? Okay, there's all the rules behind the scenes, but how do I actually make money? To see Johnny, he was cross-eyed, right? But I guarantee you, Johnny's probably thinking like, you give your heart to some of these companies. Like, it'd be nice to have the keys to something on a beach somewhere for your kids the rest of your life, right? Not just like you helped a company go to the top and you made money doing it, but something that was real, put the plaque on the wall kind of thing, right? And so what we're going to do now is Jefferson's going to come on, okay? He's a master at this. 10 on your left, 10 on your right, 30 on your left, 30. He's a master at it, okay? This is where you just put all the rules behind you. They're important. And you'll learn them from your coaches and on the training calls. Now put your vision on, put your dream building machine on, because this is the easy way to go out there and do that. After his section, we're going to do a full Q&A, okay, for like a 30-minute solid Q&A. And then after that, we're going to play the 15-minute Four Seasons by Private Jet. So with that, Jefferson, super pumped to have you on here. Jefferson is our Chief Visionary Officer and co-founder. And Jefferson, show us how we can take my info, break it down simple, and make some cash.